afternoon baseball at Chase Field on a fine Sunday in the desert Southwest. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Merrill Kelly is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy also uses that pitch that's kind of in vogue in the game now, that cutter. It looks to the hitter like a four-seam fastball, and the next thing you know, it's running in on you. Mariano Rivera used that pitch exclusively in the ninth inning and broke a lot of bats, and this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to his repertoire.
Now to the plate, Barry Larkin. He will lead this one off today. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
And another foul ball.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Here comes another 0-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's hitting over 350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
In now, Joe Morgan. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Blowing away as he misses again, 2-0. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. George Foster waits on deck. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Throw over to first. Comes set, now the pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1. Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Change up taken, but it clips the inside corner for a strike. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Tony Perez.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Tony Perez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. From the stretch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw down to second here is by him and into center field. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Count even at 2-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Luis Castillo will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Matt, we're getting a look at one of the best right-handed changeups in the game of baseball. This guy's changeup's so good, that being Castillo, he'll use it as his primary off-speed pitch. If he's throwing strikes with his heater, look out if he has that changeup working. It'll be a long day for the hitters.
Striding in is Tim LaCastro. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
LaCastro.
Here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1.
And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Ketel Marte is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. 1 out, nobody on.
That's ball
And
2.
maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting third, the left fielder, Luis Gonzalez.
Up next for Arizona, Luis Gonzalez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now here it comes. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
Count.
2 out, nobody on. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Hard hit at third. Right to him. Throw over to Perez will be in plenty of time, and the inning is over. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Second inning set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Jesse Winker.
Number 33, Jesse Winker.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball that's outside.
Bouncer up the middle. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, a strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
Ripped down the line. This is foul for the first strike. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Count is even, 1-1 to Nicolas Castellanos. And it's 1-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. High in the air out to center field. Finley is there. 2 down.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 5, Johnny Bench.
In now for the Reds, Johnny Bench. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball. The count's 1-1.
And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Marte is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go. And stepping in is the center fielder, Steve Finley.
The center fielder, Steve Finley.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Now the 1-0. It's taken, strike one.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
The 1-2 pitch.
Ball.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Here now the 2-2.
Thank you.
Waiting on deck is Eduardo Cabrera. Full count. Here it comes. Bouncing to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Batting fifth.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there and a strong arm.
Here now is Eduardo Cabrera. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw on to first will get him. Scored 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Base is empty, two away, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar. Here it comes. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. Bench has it, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. And now here is Eugenio Suarez. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 3. First offering on its way.
Oh, that's okay.
Suarez brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
2-0.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
Lifted in the air out to left field. One away here to begin the third.
The pitcher, Nicolas Castillo.
So 1 down, no one aboard. And digging in to hit next, it'll be the pitcher, Luis Castillo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Luis Castillo is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Stepping in now, Joe Morgan.
0-1, no
Pitch
strike.
out, nothing doing. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The ball and 2 strikes. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Larkin leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Throw over to the bag. Just keeping him close. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Full count still. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. On to the shortstop, but thrown away.
2 quick outs from the 8-9 guys in the order, but the top of the order, it's a different story. A knock and then another single back-to-back, and now you got traffic with the big guys coming up.
That brings up George Foster as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set, the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box now, Tony Perez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 0-1. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
0-2. Here it is.
Oh, that's big down.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
A 1-2 pitch.
Nope, inside.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Here's the 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Next to hit is Jesse Winker. Looking to minimize the damage here. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And it's fouled away. One and two now.
Yep, 1-2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
From the stretch, the 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
2 out, bases loaded. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 4th home run here in the early going, and the Redlegs have added on. It's now a 5-0 game.
Man, that has to hurt. He was 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning without the wheels coming completely off. But guess what? Now this thing is stripped and on blocks.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Right side. Cabrera gets to it. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Reds 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Stepping up is Carson Kelly, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on the way.
Yeah.
A windup and the 0-1.
Ball. That's ball
And
two.
a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Christian Walker is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
So now to the plate, Christian Walker, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. This is on the ground over to first. And a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Kelly.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Merrill Kelly. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
0-2.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, here is Johnny Bench. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First offering on its way.
Ball. Down.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, pushing him close to 400 at 391 for his career. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Matt Peacock answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Matt Peacock.
To the plate now Eugenio Suarez,
The third baseman.
as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. fouled off. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 6 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. There's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Well, this certainly wasn't what they were looking for in this one. They were hoping to get some innings, but you could see right from the get-go he just didn't have it in this one. Lasting only 3 innings. A lot of outs now to get from that bullpen.
Now here's the first offering.
Ball 1.
The 1-0 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hey.
2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And it's another case. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
At the plate, Barry Larkin, as he'll swing and send a chopper out to second. Barehanded at his knees. Oh, got him. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Reds 6 and the Diamondbacks nothing. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Tim LaCastro. Zero down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
In there, strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The right fielder, number 4, Ketel Marte.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And that'll bring up the infielder, Ketel Marte. First pitch on its way.
Ball.
Marte, a 27-year-old. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Left side, but well foul. circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 20, Luis Gonzalez.
So now into the box is Luis Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2 multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball, a lot of different ways to get guys out.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 home. Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to go is the second baseman, Joe Morgan. First delivery to him. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Two and 0 count. Here it comes. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Gone! A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
At the plate now, George Foster. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Swing and a liner. Gonzalez is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
In now, Tony Perez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Perez, a Cuban-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
The 1-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Standing in now, Jesse Winker. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Drilled down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. Perez rounds the corner and is headed home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
With 2 outs, I totally understand sending him there, but with only 1 out, you've got to be pretty positive about getting him home safely. Could have been a whole lot better than what they're working with now.
Nick Castellanos now. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fouled away. Winker at second with 2 down. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Hit out towards second. Cabrera's there. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Middle of the afternoon here in Phoenix. It's the Reds 7 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Steve Finley. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Outside 2-1. Three balls and a strike to Finley.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Cabrera.
So the next to bat will be Eduardo Cabrera. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Here's the first pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2. Line to the right side. And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Hey, I like this right here. Offense putting a little bit of pressure right here on the defense. This game is not over yet. And if somebody can catch a gap or maybe hit one out, we got a chance to get back in this ball game. We might have something here.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals. First and second here with nobody out. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Another 0-2 coming. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Stepping in now, Carson Kelly. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at bat. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Winker is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Now at the plate, Christian Walker. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it is, the 3-0.
Hey.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Ball 4.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Josh Reddick will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1, and a sinker dips too low there into the dirt. In fact,
he's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's flared down the right field line. In there, a base hit. 1 run scores. And he's safe.
Boy, Giro, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
To the plate now, Tim LaCastro. As he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Castellanos gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 5 innings complete. It's the Reds 7 and the Diamondbacks 2. Taylor Clark takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 45, Taylor.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next to hit is the catcher, Johnny Bench.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
1-0 the count. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
I got to count 1 and 2.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, You have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Stepping in once again is Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the AB now. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Off the plate, ball
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there.
No, that's
Just
down.
a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Ready with another 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. The next 3-2. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting, the pitcher, Luis Castillo.
So here's the Reds pitcher, Luis Castillo. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
At the plate, Barry Larkin, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left, leaving him one shy of 200 for his career, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
So now to the plate, George Foster, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Tony.
At the plate now, Tony Perez. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. But he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense as only one run is going to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Number 55 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Into the box, Jesse Winker, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Already 4 RBIs in his pocket to this point. The 1-0 home. A ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 3 runs already home here. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 men left stranded. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 10 and the Diamondbacks 2. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Now the pitch.
3 balls, no strike.
Luis Gonzalez waits on deck. Three balls, 1 strike to Ketel Marte.
3 balls,
yeah, this is one of my
strike.
biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
3-1. Here it is.
We got a full
Swing.
count. 3-2.
Strike 2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Three-two pitch. And that one misses. So the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Next to hit, Luis Gonzalez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Two balls and a strike.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. Winker will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
The center fielder, number 12, Steve Finley.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Steve Finley, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now here's the first offering.
Oh, that's it.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Marte, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Diamondbacks center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Now the 2-0 home.
Ball 3.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
high in the air out to center field. Winker is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Digging in will be Asdrubal Cabrera, a hit in 2 tries so far. He's set. Here it comes. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Foster will put it away, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Nicolas Castellanos.
Nick Castillo.
First pitch on its way. Popped him up. LeCastro has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
And stepping in, Johnny Bench. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way.
Ball. Down.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on.
At the ball.
And this pitch misses to the Reds catcher. Now 2-1. Little dribbler up the first baseline. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Eugenio Suarez is on deck. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 392 of his career, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Who says hitting isn't contagious? These guys have been feeding off each other all game, and 5 home runs is the result. I'll tell you, you might see some scuffles in the on-deck circle between guys fighting to get to the plate.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay, and he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Into the box now, Luis Castillo. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's upstairs.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
2 out, nobody on. Too high, and it's 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Here it is, the 3-0. Is looked at for the first strike. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning.
It's time for the traditional 7.
One more for the Reds, and it comes on this home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Reds 11 and the Diamondbacks 2. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Hey, this is where you go up there and you just focus on doing your job. Turn the scoreboard off in your head. I know you're down a lot, but you have to have one quality at bat followed by another quality at bat. Don't give any outs away. No ABs go unnoticed right here.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
At the plate, Carson Kelly, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Christian Walker waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 3-1 pitch. Inside, he misses ball 4.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Red skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th, as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Lucas Sims enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Lucas Sims.
Next to dig in, Christian Walker. For his career in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. Now the first pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
Now the 1-0.
Ball. That's inside.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
Outside, 3-0 now. Kelly leads off second with one gone in the inning. Ruled a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Soft liner towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Kelly is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate. And the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do.
You know, that's a nice knock right there, but I want to take a look at the base runner. He got a nice secondary lead. He read that it was a soft liner and it was going to fall, and he's able to steal his teammate an RBI.
Boy, amen about that, D-Roll. One of the things I think base running is all about instincts, and that was a terrific read. He took a chance right off the bat that ball was going to break in and fall in, and a good job, and he picks up an RBI for his teammate.
David Peralta comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Peralta, a 6'1" left-handed swinger and thrower. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Adios, pelota. David Peralta with a 2-run shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Up next to the Diamondbacks, the shortstop.
Standing in now, Tim Castro, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Still only 1 out in the inning. 3 balls and a strike to count to the Diamondbacks shortstop.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Grounded slowly to the left side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. In now, Ketel Marte. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and a strike. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Bottom of the 7th inning will go at least 1 plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
The left fielder, number 20, Gonzalez.
Into the box, Luis Gonzalez. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos able to track it down for the 3rd out. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Reds 11 and the Diamondbacks 5. Noah Ramirez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 50, Noah Ramirez.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring forth the power-speed combination. Barry Larkin.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Throw on the first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Up next to Cincinnati, the second baseman, Joe Morgan.
So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th, and Joe Morgan strides up to the plate. First offering. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit, froze him, but just missed the zone.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3-2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or two.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. So now here is George Foster, singled in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Ramirez is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. Morgan leads off first with 1 away. 1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike one.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Marte is there, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tony.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tony Perez. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
First pitch on the way.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. 2 out with the man at first. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he'll be back in standing up. The 3-1. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
The center fielder, number 33, Jesse.
Stepping in next, Jesse Winker, 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Looking to wiggle out of this, here it is.
Ball, that's low.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-0 home.
Hey! Look out, 1-1. I got 2-1 the count.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on a breaking ball, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We'll come right back with more from Chase Field following this. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Steve Finley.
The center fielder, Steve Finley.
First delivery to him.
That's
Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Again, a 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there.
The
He might have been
number
sitting
14.
on an off-speed pitch, but
Second
instead
baseman.
he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
To the plate now as Drupal Cabrera, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a flare out toward right center. Morgan is calling for it. 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
And now Eduardo Escobar, lifetime in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And now the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in his at bat.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They'll need better than that, down 11-5. Tyler Clippard comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Tyler Clippard.
New inning set to get underway. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Nicolas Castellanos. Now the first pitch. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. The 1-0.
One ball, 1 strike.
To left field and deep off the bat of Castellanos. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. Second home run early in the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by Show Track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers. So now to the plate, Johnny Bench. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball. No outs, nobody on. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Now the 3-0 offering. And that's low, ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Ready now is Eugenio Suarez. In his last at-bat, he was thrown out trying to stretch a double into a triple.
Yeah, and he wound up getting thrown out. But he hit the ball well, and he'll look to do the same thing again right here, boys. It was unfortunate for him and the team the way that play ended, but it was a nice swing.
2 balls and no strikes.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
From the belt, the pitch. Good downward movement fooled him there. 2-1.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To Cabrera for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Ken Griffey will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 30, Ken Griffey.
Now here's the pitch. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Griffey Sr. behind a ball and 2 strikes.
I got the count 1 and 2.
2 out, nobody on. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Soft liner to the left side. Over to first, and that retires the side. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. It's the Reds 12 and the Diamondbacks 5. Michael Feliz, 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 46, Michael Feliz.
So stepping in is Carson Kelly, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate now, Christian Walker as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Ball,
2-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One out, nobody on. And that misses as well. 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Yeah. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Popped him up. Suarez has room in foul territory. 2 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, Tyler Clippard.
Josh Rojas will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 10, Josh Rojas.
Now here's the first offering.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Castro.
Standing in now, Nicolas Castro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Fouled off. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
2-2 the count. Rojas, the runner at first with 2 gone. Arizona down to its last strike. This is foul right side. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Pretty impressive performance by the bats in this one. They gave up quite a few runs, but they still blew them out of the water. They have to feel pretty good about the way they won this one.
12-5 is the final in this ball game. The Reds led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Luis Castillo earns the win, his 2nd, as he goes 6+ innings and allows only a pair of base hits. Merrill Kelly permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.